Softly call. Good night and joy be to you all.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry DeMantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry DeMantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. I honestly do. I honestly do wish I could take it all back. And not just because I'm stranded in space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry DeMantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
So much space. Need to see it all.
I wish I could take it all back. In space.
I'm in space.
I know you are, mate. Yeah, we're both in space. Anyway, you know, if I was ever to see her again, do you know what I'd say?
I'm in space.
I'd say, I'm sorry. Sincerely. I am sorry I was bossy and monstrous. And I am genuinely sorry.
I'm in space.
The end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday show. I'm Hammer, and I'm usually joined by two of my favorite Wednesday show hosts, Jen T. Maxey in Canada and Terry Diamantis down under. You can find us on Rumble every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, and then we bring in YouTube at 9 p.m. to simulcast on YouTube as well. Hope you have time to stop by.
Minions of the Zoo. In space! Tonight's episode, Murder for Hire.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Minions of the Zoo in space. I am your keeper tonight, Tyr Alexander, and I'm here with my friends, Mitch Nemo,
Yes, I am.
James Colley.
I did what?
You did it, you know you did it. Genty Maxey,
Oh, okay.
Hello.
and the Critical Drinkers Guild, and Willie Forge.
No, I am not.
Sorry to just jump in on you, Tyr. I've just been embarrassed for the last 24 hours. I'm like, shit, I gotta apologize properly.
It's all
Yeah, I
good.
remember the last time I forgot to put on my underwear.
Yeah.
I've done this to Tyr twice this year, and I was raised by my parents. You're supposed to be on time by at least 20 to 30 minutes when you say you're gonna do something. So
Yeah.
if I forget something, it's just like,
No, seriously, Jen.
Oh shit.
Seriously,
Yeah.
Jen, it's all good. Like, again, the show will go on, and we had a great time. I mean, if you want to be on, you can be on next Saturday. I ain't got to guess.
okay.
All right.
Let's face it, life is a
Just,
series of things that go wrong.
just don't trust me with Twatter, because I.
All right. Know what? No,
Yeah.
know what I'll do? Wednesday, I'll ask you again Wednesday, make sure, and then Friday, I will send you on the Discord.
I thought I was better about Twatter because I have to use it for Hammer. You know, I do.
Mhm.
I have to go on at least once a week, but I avoid it with the plague. It's better than it was, but it's still a cesspool.
It really is.
It's better than Blue
I
Sky.
enjoy it.
Much better than Blue Sky. I get
If
the
Yeah.
I can fuck right off.
I just too often I go on there and it used to be better for sourcing certain articles and stuff, like shit that goes on up here in Canada. I don't trust my news at all, like at all.
Oh, I
Like
don't
this-
trust news here either.
So it's just, yeah, I will go on to Twitter sometimes just to see if I can find like a general feel for what's actually going on, if a story's real, and then I'll look further into it.
Sorry to cut you off really quickly. Y'all ready to hop in? I still need to do the event, my daily for tonight with the Kobayashi Maru. So y'all ready?
Is there a table on this event? Wow, I haven't been paying enough attention.
Yeah, it's a
Give
brand
me
new
like,
event.
give me like 35 more seconds.
Okay,
30
go right
seconds.
ahead.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Jen. I'm sorry. And just tell me when you're ready, Will.
I was just being honest about like the Twitter thing. Like, it is a useful tool. I do get why people use it frantically. It's just every time I go on, I'm like, all I've really seen is things that get me inflamed, so I just leave.
That's Twix for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Well, I'm gonna have to show you how to be a little more efficient.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure, but
have-
no, the bank next door, right? I forget about that one.
No. I'm talking about the bank and the shipyard. There's a shipyard vendor you can sell stuff to at full price.
Really?
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where?
I'll go stand next to him.
Okay.
For the record,
there we go.
Jen isn't late. She's just Canadian.
I wouldn't doubt it's something to do with that because
Well, I mean, if you
well, it's like I told Kefki, you never really know when the sunlight is out in Canada. Like, it's like it starts at 8 o'clock and it might last until 6. So most of the day is fucking dark.
Right.
You lose track of time really easily, and I don't have a job right now. Like, if I didn't keep like an alarm, I would lose track of my day entirely.
Fair enough.
That's understandable.
Part of the reason I really want a job is so I could get back to like something of a schedule, and so I could talk to actual like in life humans. Like, online is great, but not.
Why would you want to do that?
So so Shiloh will buy things at full price.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, well I'm ready for the.
All right, me too.
All right.
Hit it there.
Everybody's ready for the inevitable heat death of the universe.
Lock it in. They're ready to begin.
Yeah, I remain unimpressed with that rifle. It doesn't have the range that the low-buy store Discovery full auto rifle has.
Oh goddamn! I totally forgot that I'm still.
Well, right now I don't have a really good rifle, so I'm kind of I'll give it a try and see if it's better or worse than what I've got. Yeah.
Jeez, I got a thing in my throat now. It's gonna be. I gotta hack it up.
It's called the Mitch in your throat.
I'm nowhere near a mute button either, so you're gonna have to deal with it, unfortunately.
Oh, none of y'all have a BFG?
A big fucking gun?
Exactly.
I have space lasers, and they're not Jewish.
So, I did learn something interesting today.
What?
Technically, about less than an hour ago. But one of the channels that I follow, he's very big into the Gamergate stuff. And so he was following a video from a guy who works for Ubisoft, or I'm assuming used to. And he was talking about the way that they do the DEI hires. And he shared a video from their training modules. Like, you know, everybody has the same gay computer program they have to go through when they start a job, and it's usually, you know. Theirs is done by Francesca.
Francesca Ramsey?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, she did so she was
the one that Andy Warski started his channel on.
Yes. Francesca Ramsey fucking remember the shit with Anita Sarkeesian where she called Sarah Ricard a garbage human being? She was there.
Anita Sarkeesian is one to fucking talk.
Yeah, but
she wanted to see Batman's butt.
Francesca basically claimed to do this interview with Andy, and then all she did was make fun of him for having a stutter. Like, she's all about the DEI hiring shit in her job. Like, that's what her videos are about. And yet she was like, huh, this white kid with a stutter that he has because of abuse from his childhood, I'm gonna trash talk him because he's a white guy.
Do you remember Lily Sings?
Sorry?
Oh, she's horrible too.
Lily Sings.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, she's the worst. She started her channel off of bashing her family.
Yes, she's a horrible. Look, but she a little late with Lily Sings, and they sent her to do a roast. She bombed the entire roast. Like no one laughed at her shit because she's not fucking funny.
Well, her whole shtick was ripping off of Russell Peters. Like, Russell Peters was the guy who, yes, he made a little bit of fun of his parents, but it was because it's his parents learning about how to live in North America. He's Canadian, you know, so like, he'll have a joke about his dad doing a backyard barbecue to invite the family over, and his joke was about trying to cook rice on a barbecue. You know, he was that kind of comedian. But her whole shtick was stealing from this guy. And, you know, not everybody knows a comedian, you know, but, you know, her channel blew up because she's not ugly. You know, I'm not that gal. I'm not going to pick on someone for their looks. But it was like, yeah, pretty girl telling jokes that are Russell Peters style jokes. Yeah, she got a following for it. Doesn't mean she's funny.
But even
I steal jokes all the time, but at least I admit that I took them, you know?
But see, I don't think her following was authentic. I think it was propped up. There was no way in hell they gave her a goddamn late night show. A little late. She survived one season on her own, and then the second season was lockdown time. Everybody was locked in the house, but she got a second season doing it from her house, and then the third season was the end.
It's just her shtick for a lot of it was just, let's bash a bunch of white people the whole time. You might get some woke liberal women who are into that. The rest of us are like, no, fuck you, you racist bitch.
Because that's basically a fetish for them at this point.
It is.
That's the way I see it.
What's the point? What's the point? I will make jokes. I will call you guys crackers. I will make the odd racial comment.
I would expect nothing less from you, Tyr.
Good, because I will give nothing. But I say it in jest.
I know you're joking.
I don't intend to be hurtful. And if it does come off as hurtful, use a pansy and you need to get away from me. I don't deal with pussies.
That's
you're
why we
a
love
candy ass.
So who's Jess?
You know? But still. Is it
Don't say that around James. He'll want to eat it.
What, candy ass?
Yep.
Yes.
Just call me Candy Crusher.
Don't call me Candy Crusher.
Your thing, Beverly.
But the whole constantly bashing a group of people, and I live by, if you could take one word out of a statement and it instantly becomes bad, maybe the whole fucking statement is bad, no matter who you use it for. Like, if you said that about a bunch of black people and you get all up in arms about, maybe you shouldn't say about a bunch of white people either. Just saying.
Do you actually think there's something to that, though? Like, I find comedians who can't handle a joke directed at them is usually a good sign that they weren't really funny in the first place, and it makes me wonder where they were really getting their jokes. Because most of the comedians that I know who are really, really good, they were the class clown. They're used to people making fun of them to a certain degree.
Yes.
You learn
a
how
lot
to
of their
take
time
the
making
hits.
fun of themselves.
Must
Yes.
be the Star Ellen DeGeneres.
What you say?
I say that because she made a career in comedy, but she ain't funny.
Nope.
Same thing with Sarah Silverman, not funny. Hannah Gadsby, not funny.
Fucking
not funny.
All right, so Hannah Gadsby's comedy isn't comedy. It is literally her
therapy
insult.
session?
Yes, there it is. It's a hand. Remember, torture is how you make friends. And Johnny made us watch one Hannah Gadsby special. And she bombed the joke, and she said the joke 3 times, and she bombs each and every fucking time she said the joke.
You know who is funny? Sarah Millican, Ronnie and Kona.
You know who's funny? Lisa Lampanelli. I love Lisa.
Yes.
Lisa Lampanelli is fucking hilarious.
There are scores of funny female comedians out there.
Yeah.
But they're not getting the attention because of assholes like Hannah Gadsby, Amy Schumer, and these other fucking.
What was her name? I know I'm going way back when I said his name, but I think she was fucking hilarious. Rita Rudner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, Rita Rudner was great.
I know I'm going way back.
I know some of the late night comedy shows. Some of their better ladies passed away.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of that's been a thing, you know. Like one of the voice actresses for the South Park, she actually did like 7 or 8 different female voices in it. Somebody shot her.
Like, oh God.
Yeah. I keep waiting for someone to deep delve into that story because I'm like,
well,
why
they can't because someone's going to make the obvious joke. Oh my God, you shot so and so.
Yeah.
Or you killed so and so.
Well, that'll teach her to not have dinner on the table at the right time.
Well, it's kind of like that because she was able to do like 8 voices, so they had to hire like 8 people to replace her. You know, so it's a lot of like that in Hollywood. Like it seems like the people that are talented, they either get like blacklisted or murked.
All right, so yeah, it is all right. This is when you the reason why people hate meritocracy is because they have no talent.
Yep.
When you don't have talent or you don't have ability, you hate the system that promotes ability and talent. You hate that system.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You didn't join, Will?
The prompt came up exactly the same time I was getting out of
I'm sorry.
the bank. Not your fault.
But yeah, that shit was. If you don't have any ability, you don't. Oh well, it's unfair that so and so got promoted and I didn't. I've been here long, and you're not fucking worth promoting.
You suck monkey ass.
Maybe so and so stays later. Maybe so and so does the shit job, and maybe the boss sees it. Maybe this boss doesn't want you sucking up to him all fucking day.
And then there's just the realization that some people are just naturally talented. Like, naturally talented and then build on it. And there's no point in getting jealous of that. That just happens. It's a waste of time to spend so much of your time jealous of somebody like that when you could be spending it on improving yourself.
Yeah.
The fuck? It switched my loadout. Jesus fucking Christ, I hate this goddamn game some days.
I feel ya.
Like, it literally reset my loadout. I'm trying to and I'm sitting here trying to figure out why the fuck I'm not firing properly, when I had everything set up. And motherfucker, goddamn game. But you were saying, Jen, sorry.
Oh, you're good. It's just, it's one of those things that I don't like about our world is we've kind of endorsed narcissists and cowards.
Yes.
We have, unfortunately, yep.
No, see, this is what I'm talking about.
I'm falling back and setting my loadout.
We spend way too much being kind to people who don't earn it. Or what I mean by that is, if someone's got a stupid idea, someone's got to say, dude, that's a stupid idea.
Yeah, dude, that's dumb.
Don't do the stupid idea.
You don't beat around the bush. You don't Well, especially because just so much wrong imagery there. But you got to tell them outright, this is a stupid idea, and here's why. That's how learning is done. That's how teaching is done. And then when, when you get someone to realize, hey, that idea was bad, maybe I can adapt some of that idea into something better.
Yes, maybe I can refine that idea.
Yes. But
we
no,
don't refine ideas anymore.
I mean, we don't even teach properly, for fuck's sake.
No, we don't.
Like teaching mathematics, for example.
Don't even get me started on that.
We show formulas and say, this is how you do this. When what we should be doing is saying, so what, to the kid, what do you want to do today? Oh, okay. Let's do that then. And then you use the opportunity to show how mathematics apply.
Yes, application.
Yes. You have to step beyond the theory of the formulas and get into application, because when they realize how useful that information will be, it gives them an edge.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't do that. We just want them to know that 2 + 2 = 4, except if you're doing Common Core, in which 2 + 2 = yellow.
It equals squirrel.
Yeah.
It equals racism.
Yep.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Because we are no longer a serious society.
Yep, 2 + 2 = racism.
I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck math
Until you
racist.
get into college, then in college 2 + that's another story.
It's something I've been pointing out to other people as well, that a lot of what the Dems do is they go in and out of conflating racism with classism. They do it repeatedly.
Yep. Of course.
And
all the time.
And our education system doesn't focus on classism. It focuses on racism. Both are actually a problem when they're like not being watched,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so much classism. It's why they can do things like, right now, a lot of what they're doing is talking about, you're not allowed to eat Mexican food if you voted for Trump. That kind of bullshit.
Oh, fuck that cunt right there.
And you're like, you do realize that a lot of Latinos voted for Trump because they're American. They're American.
You do realize that eating Mexican food is... Look.
It's ubiquitous to everybody.
Yes.
Also, correct me if I'm wrong. This person said this, and I thought a margarita was actually an American invention.
No, margaritas were invented it was invented in America. Daisy. The Daisy was the original drink.
Yeah, it's one of those things where, like, a lot of these people talking, I'm like, have you ever been to Mexico? Do you know what Mexican food is actually like? Because most of the stuff over here is not Mexican.
No, it is not.
No, here it's South.
Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
Southwestern cuisine.
It's what America thinks Mexican food is. Like,
this dumb bitch actually thought that cheese was Mexican.
The fuck.
I'm like, yeah, no.
Like, are you
fucked?
Beware of the wrath of cheese.
I'm like, I didn't want to break it to her how much of her Mexican food is actually Spanish. Like, yes, a lot of it's from Mexico, like enchiladas, Mexican.
Yeah.
But a lot of it comes from Spain. It's Spain. Also not white, by the way. I'm tired of them clumping in Spain as being white when they're olive. They're olives, okay? I'm not racist. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
They're not true honky.
No, they're not.
Sad.
No one ever really talks about the ancient honky tribes.
It's just one of those things where, like, anyone who has enough basic understanding of their own history, and then these people start talking, and you're just like, really? Is that what happened?
Exactly.
I still dislike the fact that
noises.
I dislike the fact that they say, okay, well, if you send all the Mexicans back, who's going to clean your toilets and whatnot? Who's going to pick all the cops? Who's going to do X, Y, and Z? And I'm like, so that's only why you have them here to do the shit labor? You guys,
Or the retards that think it's only illegal immigrants that tend crops.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually I think stuff like that is actually holding back North Americans, not just the US, but Canadians, because even when I was in my 20s, I did think about working for a farm. I thought it would be like a way to get life experience, was to go and do hard labor for a year.
Mm-hmm.
It's impossible to get one. You would look into it and be like, oh, they would rather hire foreigners than me. So so you lose interest in something that you're not going to get. Like if you know that out of 100 people, maybe one of them might be from your own country, you're not going to bother with that shit.
Right.
So this idea that people in our country wouldn't want to work those jobs, everybody wants a job, period.
Yep.
Where are we? Where?
And I'm not the type of person to look down on a task. I only look at the task as whether or not it's something I could do and be not an ass on the job site, you know, not just a risk to myself but to other people. That's the only reason you question a job. Well,
if you're looking for a job where you can be an ass and get paid doing it,
rodeo,
go into corrections.
Oh.
Corrections,
I don't
construction,
want to work for the IRS.
Or in the oil field.
Or in law enforcement.
James is speaking from experience. James should listen.
Hey, I've been there too. I've done both.
I've done all of them.
Be part of the body that polices the police.
I just
It won't be eternal phase.
Like I don't know that it's. I don't know that it's necessarily for everyone to do in a long term, but I think it's important to do those kind of jobs. It's kind of like customer service. I've always believed that every kid should have at least half a year to a year of customer service so they understand what bullshit is. But
yes.
I believe the same thing about hard labor, because when you know how hard something is to make or do, you're less snobby about it. Significantly.
Oh, yeah.
It's very much my my view on the serial rape imports. You know, the rape immigrants. Yes. That the West keeps importing.
Nice.
The grape Kool-Aid.
My theory there is give them a memory that will last them 20 to 100 generations so that their entire culture understands why you don't fuck with the West. It's the same thing putting kids into public service jobs or customer service jobs.
Mm-hmm.
When you realize the kind of bullshit the humans will give you for something that is obviously and completely out of your control, they will bitch at you, a frontline cashier, because of the price of something, as if you had anything to do with it.
Like yes, like you decided to make this
times.
Mm-hmm.
Like, case in point, using myself as the example. At work, I can't begin to tell you how many times I got yelled at because they can't bring X, Y, and Z through. I didn't make this rule. I have no control over it.
I don't know what the fuck you just said, little kid.
Me neither.
No,
I know you're talking.
Through the warp drive.
I said at my job, you know, I can't begin to tell you how many times people have gotten pissed at me because they can't bring something through.
Oh yeah. You can't bring Simtex onto an airplane.
Why not? I don't fucking know. I just work here.
Because Simtex is an explosive, you nit.
So I get it.
And you can't call them a nit.
Yes, and you can't. But you can think of real. Oh man, looks can kill. I'd be a murderer.
You know, you don't get your hands on Simtex without knowing it's an explosive.
That's true. Huh?
You know, no one stumbles and falls into a pile of C4 and is like, "Hey, this stuff looks like some nice clay."
Hey, this looks like something I can make a ship with.
Hey, look, it's a Claymore mine. This won't explode. You can't take it on the plane, dipshit.
God,
look, it's C4. It's not gonna explode.
This motherfucking thing reset my.
Initial explosion, no. But anyway.
I fucking hate this game. It reset my entire fucking loadout.
It's just, see, the reason you put young people into those kinds of positions for 6 months to a year is because the education is exquisite. They will learn that most people are intentionally ignorant.
Willfully ignorant, yes.
Yes. Intentional, happily, willfully, fucking. It's insane how willfully ignorant people will be.
Oh yeah.
If they think they can get away with something. If I'm in court, I'm not swearing on a Bible. I'm not swearing an oath to tell the truth at all. They get into court. If I get into court and they say, you swear to tell the truth? No. No, I'm not. And I'll tell you why. Because in court, humans will lie if it supports them.
Their narrative, yes.
Yes. They will lie if it benefits them in any way. Police do it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm not going to get up here and lie about telling the truth with some silly ass mumbo jumbo oath. Fuck you.
What?
No, not even judges tell the truth.
No, they don't.
Nope.
Will, you ready?
I think the whole system needs to be gutted.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I can.
Like, I look at.
It needs an enema.
Yeah, I can't remember which country it is that got the Afuero guy. I forget stuff.
Argentina.
But he's right. Yeah, he's right. I keep quoting it. I'm like, that's the only Spanish I know at this point, sir. But Afuero. Afuero!
Okay, afuera.
Afuera.
What kind of sweater?
That was from Family Guy, where the Spanish, the Mexican maid.
Oh.
Okay, afuera.
Fuera.
I'm
Get
not
out,
allowed
get
to
out.
say all the Spanish words I know.
No, you can't use Spanish cuss words on the minions, alright?
Used to do a whole entire spiel in Spanish.
You can't say those naughty words in the minions. No, James, no.
So, I don't know if any of you saw that clip with Trump and Karen Bass in that latest little interview where she was bullshitting about like, oh, the look on his face. I was like, oh man, this is the one time I've suspected Trump of actually watching British comedy, because I couldn't help picturing like Kids in the Hall and the guy who plays as the secretary. The computer says no.
No.
Because she was trying to. Why don't you let them do it themselves? Well, we can let them do it themselves, but we got to. They're willing to do it themselves. It ain't like they got shit to do. Move. It's all ash, it's all rubble. They can do it themselves. Well, it'll be done in a week.
No.
It'll be done in a few weeks. And yeah, a few weeks will turn into a few months.
Superman no here.
Sketchy as fuck. That screams of a city mayor who's hiding stuff.
It does.
No, it screams of a city a mayor who's a piece of shite. Who instead of return now, granted, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. Hold on, Mitch, don't flay me. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt and say that she didn't know that shit was going to burn down when she went to Ghana.
I'll agree with that much, because she just doesn't look like somebody with a lot of space. Well, no, she actually looks like somebody with too much space between her ears.
Yeah. Now that being said,
as in vacuum.
Yes, as in a whole. But that being said, the first thing she should have done when she was already gone, when she heard about it, she should have went the fuck home, and she should have talked to her like, I'm just getting abreast of the situation right now. I'm in contact with the current city leadership, and I will be home as fast as I can get there. I can't make the plane come any faster. But trust and believe, I'm trying to do my best while I'm there. I'm going to be on the plane, on the phone, making calls.
I will agree that there's no way she could have predicted the specific circumstance.
Yes.
But it's pretty obvious to know that if you don't fill up the reservoir, you've got no water.
Fair enough, yes.
Well,
and in a state that has so many wildfires, and quite honestly, in a state that tends to
it's
revel in denying its citizens water and electricity, California's had rolling blackouts for no good reason.
Yes.
It's also that California, from the get-go, has always been a burning state.
Yes.
If you just do enough to learn, it's one of those things. All you have to do is do enough of an eco study to learn about what their forestry and actual plant life is like, to know that their plants live off of burning. They need to burn to reproduce.
Yes.
That's why they live there.
Bristlecone pine.
That's why they live there.
Again, what they should do is control burns, and it should be a regular thing.
Yes.
You know. You
could. They cut the budget on that too, because they're too busy funding. God knows what. They're too busy stealing money from the budget.
No, they're too busy funding transsexual surgery for illegals.
It wasn't just that. Like, no offense to the homeless. I don't blame homeless people for burning stuff, because that's how they keep themselves warm, and that's how they feed themselves.
Yeah.
But every time I would see a video from one of those clips, the other thing I noticed is the city is fucking dirty. You know what starts fires? Mess. Yes.
Yes. Fire.
Also, using your fire, your reserves of water, which was specifically allocated for fire, for stupid fucking eco projects.
Yeah. Really quick. Hey, Batman. Really quick. James was about to say something. I'm trying to cut in for. Go ahead,
James. If you were to go to the website that they have for disaster victims in California,
it's Newsom's.
It'll take you to a different.
It takes you to
Newsom.
Newsom's campaign contributions.
Yeah, and they take a percentage of that, whatever you donate, to fund his re-election.
Which should be illegal. That should be illegal. They shouldn't be allowed to do. I mean, I don't know the legal system. That should be something that's against.
It is. It's taking money not allocated for those reasons. If say you donated something, right? I think it's called a charity scam. If you donate something to somebody, right? The money was for this specific reason. This money was earmarked to go to this specific project, you know. And to use money that's literally earmarked for something is a scam. You can't say say you donated $10 to me to go to like my defense for X, Y, and Z, but I take that money and spend that $10 on a video game.
Yeah, but they will ensure that the person who comes to rescue you from the fire looks like you.
Yes, that's what I fucking want.
So did you guys see that video about
that
Selena
works for me
Gomez
actually, because
crying?
people that look at me don't have their standards lowered in their favor.
Yeah, but if it's somebody looks like me, I'm fucked because I'm really unfit.
Wait a minute, the Crinkle was saying something.
Did you guys see that video of Selena Gomez crying about Trump deporting? Oh, Trump's deporting all illegals.
Yeah.
And all the undocumented. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but he's he's also deporting wizards.
Yeah. Also, I really gotta talk to these liberal women. Every time they do a video without their makeup, all they're really doing is losing ground with their own fans.
Yeah, I've noticed Selena Gomez. I mean, she was young. She's
super cute. She's super cute. Yeah, I still think she probably is. It's just makeup for years.
No, she looks like a fat, angry, middle-aged Latina.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, that's probably because she's a fat, angry, middle-aged Latina.
But see,
she is nearing her 30s. She is in her 30s now, isn't she?
That's like 50 for a Latina, isn't it?
But the problem with that shit is she is uninformed. He's deporting all the illegals. Yes, because he should. They broke our laws. A country without borders is not a country.
I love the whole thing about law-abiding undocumented. It's like, did he stutter? By being undocumented, by definition, they are not law-abiding.
No, they're not. Let's face it.
That's not entirely true.
She's trapped in the Hollywood bubble.
Fair enough.
She has been working for Disney for a really long time. Like, they do seem to be the ones to be continuously employing her.
Oh,
and
God.
if Disney is anything to go by, yeah, she's repeating Disney talking points. But at the same time, though, the thing I really wanted to see was a video of her dad's response to that video, because her dad came over legally. He had all the paperwork. He married her mom, who's also American born. And you would think that, like, she would understand his story from his point of view, because I don't doubt he's probably the same type of Latino who did vote for Trump, because there's a lot of people who worked really hard to come to America. They did it legally.
Oh yeah.
And then they made something of themselves that they absolutely have every reason to be proud of. And she's crapping on that in front of her dad.
Yep.
And she doesn't even realize it.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, the thing is to me.
Yeah, Disney. Oh, show some cleavage, bitch! Oh.
Disney sucks.
Oh, did you hear Disney is keeping with the DEI shit?
Oh, also speaking of, Trump is actually going to end income tax.
Really?
I saw a video of it just a little while ago. I was like,
there's no guarantee it'll happen.
Yeah, it'll be back in 4 years.
He'll do it. He'll do a executive order on it.
How's he going to fund anything?
Yeah, power to taxes with Congress, so.
Yeah,
He'll have to defund the IRS
power,
if he
not
does
an
that.
executive power.
Yeah, the only thing the Congress gets to levy about, the only thing he could do from the executive side is not actually collect them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then somehow they'll back tax your ass.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's face it. Taxes, reasonable taxes, are a necessity to run a civilization.
Yes.
You'll never get rid of taxes.
No, but it's just super annoying that, I get taxed on the money I earn, and I get taxed when I want to spend it.
And then I get taxed when they
sell something. Yeah, and just they'll keep taxing. They basically have that tax on a tax.
Again, I'm a fan of flat tax.
I had to get something lemonade, so.
Well, one of the things I would put it to you this way is, somebody's actually really good at paperwork, like money and numbers and stuff like that. They're more likely to show you what it is that they're doing with their budget, right? Everyone in charge right now, you know what they're not going to do? Show you what their actual budget is. Yeah. It's true that we do need taxes for the country to run, but everyone is aware that the people in charge of that aren't spending that money on the things they're supposed to.
Our Chancellor of the Exchequer lied on her CV about where she'd worked before, and we all suspect she gets outsmarted by her calculator.
Who?
Rachel Reeves.
Oh.
Rachel Reeves, rather, or as we call her, Rachel Thieves.
Batman, I've been meaning to ask you. So the K-Zone has invaded the UK.
The what?
The K-Zone.
It's not a K-Zone.
It's a K-Zone.
No, he's one of your. He's one of the. He's the son of African immigrants. Forgetting where from, but he's basically a radicalized follower of the religion of peas.
Yeah, don't get me started.
Again, that shit's fucked up and sad, and I hope they probably won't, but I really wish they put him in the Tower of London and push him off.
The tower, there are like 4 towers, and you don't get pushed off; you just get put in.
Yeah.
As long as they seal the door and don't let them back out.
Are you 2 girls still on your insistence? Are you 2 girls still doing your TFO?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
We're almost done, and we're on 10.
I'm back into my TOS uniform.
Ooh. God damn it, get off my ass!
That's why I got torpedo launchers out the back end.
There's only one there in ES. the SD10.
Huh?
Spent
Oh yeah. Will missed the clicky to get in.
No, he's in there.
I'm in this one.
Yeah, okay.
I spent all of
no, it's the last one. Never mind.
Spent all of
Yeah, I
my
missed the last
dilate on cannon upgrade tech.
Oh, groovy.
Yeah. Don't know if it's made much difference, like. But I am so pissed that that original series Miranda is it's like 30 quid.
Oh yeah.
Real money. It's far too much for to spend on a game that you've already fucking bought.
I mean, could you say that in freedom units?
30 hours. About 30 hours.
You're as free as I am. It's just disguised better.
About 33, if I'm not mistaken.
I was just joking with you, by the way.
You know.
I know.
But can you translate that into bald eagles and freedom seeds? I'm not good with British currency.
At the moment, probably about 35, 40.
Not bad.
Because our pound, since the idiots got in charge and ruined our fucking economic growth, because we were actually doing better than the United States economically, and they've killed it.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all were at least, it was at least for every pound, it was $3 and some change, if I'm not mistaken, with the exchange.
Because Insidious Ed Miliband there, oh, we're going to go net zero no matter what.
Basically, what he's saying, Will, is it's about the it's about the price of a box of hollow points and a box of range ammo together.
Okay, gotcha.
That's nominal, to be safe.
I would have been
like,
in
we're talking
earlier.
a box of 44 mag, like, yeah, it's still less.
I would have been earlier, but I was playing Elite Dangerous. I got one of the new ships, and somebody and I wanted to crew for me, and we went off exploring. So I had to get back before I could do anything.
Okay.
Oh, bets. If you go into the Zen store, into the promotions tab, you might find a couple of things available.
Promotions.
Wait, Zen has a store? I thought they just make caffeine pouches. Or is it nicotine pouches? I don't remember.
Whatever the hell you said.
Oh, yeah.
I don't see the Section 31 rifle any longer.
Only see on special.
You should be able to get the long range science vessel.
Yeah, I got one.
Oh, all right.
I could always get another one.
Keys on Heavy Raider.
Yeah, in the case on Heavy Raider.
Yeah.
I thought that was coming.
I
didn't mention it.
I got one. I had a look to see what was good on it, and just got rid of it.
I mean, it's a nice looking ship. Don't get me wrong. It looks nice.
Mass deportations are not racist because illegal is not a race.
Ha! Nice.
It's true.
Very true.
It's so racist. You see, we've said it for so long. And still you're wrong.
Looking at the ship. Yeah, well.
Oh, sorry.
Either is Muslim.
Yes, the USS racism.
Can I shoot to you?
My bad.
Yes, you bad.
Oh.
Now Will goes over there after. Okay.
Well, I'm in the TFO. I should be at least.
USS fuck around and find out.
USS fuck
USS
around.
racism has to have the most guns on it, but they all have to be ridiculous.
The USS
ER. The USS I can't breathe.
The USS, yes, my ship is wearing a white cloak. White hood.
The USS White Hood.
Oh no, it's the Hoik.
Oh god, the what?
Yeah, I renamed my Tier 6 science vessel the USS Caught the Red Dot.
I like that one.
You doing a cannon build, Bets? What, you did turrets or cannons?
Turrets.
Okay.
Turrets.
Nice.
The turret build is a fun build.
Gonna use harsh language.
Yes.
Fuck.
And
Get fucked.
who the hell is that flying Thor's hammer?
It's
No,
my
that's
ship.
Tyr.
Why is it pointing backwards?
It's not. It's pointing forwards.
Oh, so it's badly designed, right?
What the hell?
Yeah, it's Cardassian.
Ah, and we've got a...
Look, it's supposed to remind you of a penis. That way it's penetrating everything.
Exactly.
But it's facing the other direction, so.
It gives me more thrust and power. I can float. See?
Keep telling yourself that.
He floats like a butterfly, stings like a bee.
No, I think with Tyr it's more like stings like a butterfly and floats like a bee.
What the hell?
So in Tyr's world, his Gundam comes with the thrusters on his ass cheeks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and they're powered by curry.
Powered by curry.
I always noticed that with the Gundams. The thrusters were either on the feet or on the ass cheeks. I'm like, go with the one on the feet. Yeah.
Just maybe.
There's a theory. Hold on. There's a theory to surviving in a Gundam universe. Whenever you see a Gundam, you don't say it's a Gundam because the moment you say it, they power up. So what you do is you leave, you get away from the area as far as you can, and then you whistle. It's a Gundam. And then they'll power up and you're safe. That's how you survive. You don't have to encounter it directly. But
oh god, I love that short-term cloaking device I've got. Yeah, they hit me with their tractor beams. I disappear.
Oh, right on.
Look,
Right
dude,
on.
I want to know why the foot has ships to begin with.
What?
Why the Herc has ships?
Because of the Hulk.
The storyline they gave.
Are you trying to hurt their feelings?
No, the storyline that they gave the Herc are mindless animals until they get hit with the catch cell white.
And you find out in the end, towards the end of that, they're not mindless animals.
Yeah, after they get hit with the catch cell white.
No, they're not mindless animals. They're a Gestalt intelligence.
Okay, didn't know that one.
We do know.
What the hell?
Does he though?
Does he?
It's
Oh,
Tyr, of course he doesn't.
He knows. Does he comprehend?
I comprehend. Well. What's a Gestalt intelligence? Well.
I think I'm going to hang around with the USS Crystal Tips.
Crystal Tips.
Crystal Tips.
Tips.
Ah.
Right. It could have been the USS Crystal from Dynasty rather.
Ugh.
That's true.
Yeah, nobody's talking about the USS Crystal Meth.
Look, we don't talk about the USS Crystal Meth.
It was lost on its maiden voyage. 17 times.
Yeah.
It went to warp 1, then warp 6, then warp 1 again. It couldn't figure shit out. It got trapped in a nebula, a really slow nebula.
I forgot. I actually like this this TFO. And you know why?
Why?
Because you get to blow the shit out of loads of different things.
That's true.
Fair.
You just like blowing shit out of the sky. It's okay.
Have you played the? Of course you have the Kobayashi Maru one yet?
Yes.
Is it me or
it's you?
Does everybody want to kill that voice actress?
It's not you. It's me.
I mean, she can't. I think she's trying to do an Australian voice accent, then switches to a bad English accent, then a bad Scottish accent, then a bad Irish accent.
I think she's the same one in the Discovery TFO at Starbase 1.
The one who can't act.
We only have a shorter time before more starships arrive.
Hey, boy, I mean,
any harder into that bullshit accent?
Oh, Hitler! I mean,
Boy, love. Alright, okay.
Are you looking for a crocodile or a crumpet, motherfucker?
Yeah, have you got a license for that SS uniform?
Oi.
Oi, Crocky, it's a big fella. Sorry, that was a terrible.
We will protect the refugees.
Perfect the refugees.
I said protect the refugees. The only way
Look,
to
Batman, Tyr's SS uniform is for medicinal use, okay?
No, my SS uniform is being dry cleaned.
That's not an SS uniform. Those are scrubs he uses when he's cleaning out the social security officers.
No, it's not. My SS uniform is being dry cleaned. I need it, when Trump starts, demanding, the death marches. I have to be properly dressed. Got to make sure I round up the
word you're saying here.
You can't hear what I'm saying?
I don't believe a word you're saying.
What?
And you know what makes me seriously consider that you're lying?
What?
Talking?
Yeah, he's making noise.
Are you sure? It's okay. Again, when Trump said, call for his army of death squads and the super police, I'm going to put my uniform on, put my khakis on, and start goose stepping.
I'm waiting for them to put in a Jem'Hadar surrender ship.
You do remember he works for the U.S. government, so he is actually one of those glowies.
See?
Well, you mean he's radioactive as well? That glow is his phylactery, actually.
Oh no!
I had to hide it again. Kefki found it and was using it to hold her paperweights down. Her papers down. Had to hide
it. Yeah, and then she gave it to me, and well, I fed it to a pig.
Well, I didn't say. You fed it to Babe. Thank you.
No, just an average ordinary pig.
Oh crap!
Yes, that's what happened to it.
So it's in bacon now?
No, it eventually came out the other end.
USS Baconator.
Oh yeah.
The USS Bacon.
No, the USS Baconator.
Wow, because everybody on that ship is overweight.
No.
It's a Packlet ship.
So, someone got eaten by the USS Bacon, right?
The USS Baconator is a Packlet ship full of Packlets.
Shouldn't it be called the USS Looking for Things?
We are Packlet.
Things that make us go.
I am absolutely convinced that was a deliberate attempt to poke fun at people with Down syndrome in TNG.
Pretty much.
Well, they turned the Ferengi into a deliberate attempt to poke fun at
Jews.
And Jews.
What if we have a race of retards?
What do you have a race of space Jews?
What would you say, Jen?
Oh, well, that's what I liked about the Ferengis, is they did kind of remind me of Jews.
I preferred them the way they were when they were originally introduced.
Yeah, they weren't greedy.
They were alien.
They said glass of juice, not gas the Jews.
Like, I get why it's not good to stereotype people, but there's been the odd time in my life where I liked a character because of the character introduced. Like, in Dumbo, they get really mad about the crows because they were supposed to
crows.
But I loved the crows. I loved the crows.
I think I've seen about everything.
I've seen the elephant.
Those are literally the smartest characters in that film.
Yes.
And they got Dumbo drunk.
Yeah.
So they're smarter than Yellowfin. Dumbo's a fitting name.
I've never really understood these people. Like, yes, I get stereotyping is wrong, but sometimes the reason we stereotype is because we like that part of the person.
They've got nothing else in their life apart from complaining as being
The
an art.
jiving song. It's like, come on. Think of the best song in that generation of Disney.
No. The best song will forever be King Louis. King Louis saying, "Be like you." I love that song.
No, the best song ever to be sung in a Disney movie was Zippity Doo Dah from Song of the South.
Nice. And that generation of movie, and Zippity Doo Dah was a great song. I just got pissed off because it's a Song of the South.
It's also one of those things that I'm gonna say. One of my favorite film directors and actors who's from the Jewish community, still Mel Brooks.
Yeah.
Leave us alone, Mel Brooks.
Yep.
Actually,
old guy and all. He was great.
It has come to light, apparently, that the great Mel Brooks is a thief. He stole all of it. He stole all of his ideas off his black butler.
well, hold on. I have to say this, just because. Apparently, Shakespeare was illiterate, and he got everything from a black woman that couldn't sell her stories.
Well, according to Colonel Gaddafi, he was an Arab, a sheikh from no less.
Apparently, everybody in history was black. The Japanese, black.
Well, Tyr,
Chinese, black.
You will never appreciate Klingon until you hear it in the you'll never appreciate Shakespeare rather until you hear it in the original Klingon.
No. Black and or trans.
Yes. Oh, you see, black people invented that as well.
It's really, really bad, but every time you bring up Klingon Batman, it reminds me of that one time Ramen tried to get her little girl to say speaking
Klingon. Something in Klingon.
Klingon!
No, she literally said something in Klingon.
It was so cute. Oh, I miss Ramen. I know she's
What, under Ramen?
Yeah.
She's usually on with Shroom in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, she still visits my boy Pat every once in a while. It's just Pat's been a little bit irregular because of his work.
What do you mean, your boy Pat?
My boy Pat.
That's his name.
No, it's your boy Pat, not your boy Pat.
Oh.
Everybody's boy Pat.
Oh, okay. But
he's not my boy. That's not my kid. I'm not claiming him.
Yeah, he's a little too old for you?
Nope. As a rule, as a black man, I cannot claim somebody's child.
So as a black man, you can't claim any kid.
Exactly.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, how long is it since you've had a functioning pair of testicles, Tyr?
When did the Challenger blow up?
I mean, he is a lich, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Basically a talking skeleton.
Hold on. Now, I did spend a brief bit in the 1800s as a cat. Somebody polymorphed me into a cat, so I did have a working pair of testicles then.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure.
Look.
Yeah, Tyr, 1800s, was that AD or BC?
BC.
Yeah.
Before
Christ.
Like, Jesus.
I mean, Tyr can look around and see I can remember, and all this was trees. I'm so old I can look around and see I can remember all this was a primeval atom.
I remember when all this was the Roman Empire.
Yeah, primeval atom has you beaten. Sorry.
Yeah, you may have me beat, but I can still remember. Hadrian walked across the road, built his wall, and then some bitch had to come knock it down.
It's always the way.
It is.
Only that a man made a vegetable truck. I didn't see that. I only heard.
I'd still go to see Hadrian's Wall, but rather than Hadrian's Wall, I'd like to see the other wall, because there's actually another wall past Hadrian's Wall.
Mr. Scott.
There anymore.
No.
Hey, Mr. Scott.
The Antonine one.
What I missed?
Hello, Mr. Scott.
It's BLooZeR and Mr. Scott.
Hey, BLooZeR.
Hello, Blue.
Blue.
He's blue, babba-dee, ba-da,
Beeloo.
ba-da-ba-dee.
God damn it. Now you have that song stuck in my head.
Blue Cat and Blue World
Mismanaged.
doing blue things.
And you wait until people have done the shit that they want to do in ESD before you just jump into.
My fucking
Are
bad.
you
Gotta
okay?
say something.
You have an aneurysm.
He's
Small
gonna
aneurysm.
blow a gasket.
It's a small aneurysm, but it's got one edge is carved to a fine point.
He's
I'm
going
going
to use
to have
that
an
edge.
aneurysm out of sheer stupidity.
He's going to use that edge to stab me.
It's a bit better than what I did unintentionally to Kefki the other day.
What'd you do?
You put all the thumbs.
Yeah. I didn't know that so many people hadn't known about the thumb movies. And
There's
so
a
I
thumb movie?
introduced
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So I introduced Kefki to all the the thumb films. So there's Thumb Wars,
Wars.
there's
Thumb.
Bat Thumb, there's Blair Thumb Witch.
I've never seen that one.
I've never seen
Yeah,
Blair
there's
Thumb Witch.
I was amazed at the
Thumbelina.
ones I didn't know they made. Like they made like at least 4 of them that I didn't know about.
Everyone's
Hey,
forgetting the most
another thing
important
I'm gonna
one,
have to-
Thumbelina.
You're forgetting another one. I'm going to stick my thumbs in your face.
Don't make me
Well, that's a
thumb
little
you.
bit aggressive.
For Batman? Nah, that's
It's
not.
meant to be.
That's tame.
When I brought it up, it just brought back all the memories of my being in my 20s, because I wasn't the only kid who was interested in animation at the time, so I knew kids who were trying to get into the colleges to learn that stuff, and everyone was torn between admiring the Thumb movies because of the animation that they had and the budget they had to do that stupid shit, and the rest of us were jealous because they had for the same reason. Yeah.
Actually, I could have said I'm going to encase your lower half with some steel wire trousers and put an angry baboon in them.
God damn it, Batman. Who kicked you off today?
An angry baboon that hasn't been fed for a couple of days.
I'm going to put you in there in a room with a hungry ferret and let her have her way.
I'm going to treat you with a pheromone that will make you irresistible to Nancy Pelosi.
You know what?
No, that's a
Let's-
crime against
Hold
humanity.
on, hold on. I'm not worried at all.
Vodka on 'em.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. We lichens don't fuck each other.
Listen, I know that the rule is that for Rule 34, there's always a Rule 34, but there's sometimes when you can ignore a Rule 34, you know? You don't need to seek out every Rule 34.
Indeed, there are times that you absolutely should.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Rule 34 next Pelosi.
Thank you, Tyr. I was gonna say that.
Nobody wants to see Rule 34 Nancy Pelosi.
No one wants to see Rule
God,
34
I'm sure
Kamala
there is.
Harris.
Oh dear God,
But
no.
That was just. Well, Tyr, mate. Like,
Well, honestly, plenty of people already have.
yeah.
No, that's when she was younger and she was hot.
Yeah,
that
even then
doesn't
it wasn't
matter.
Even when she was younger, it wouldn't even work.
Look,
for me. Worked for Montel Williams.
and Willie Brown.
Hey,
He defends
that guy,
her cock
those guys
sucking
are
to this
fucking
day.
thing that moves.
Oh God,
To be
Jesus
fair.
Christ. All right,
That's my
so
child.
over under that her next job is she gets her own fans. Over under.
No. It would flop harder than a DEI movie.
I think it would work. I think she would get a few simp, you know. You know how to do it.
Just to point out, Rule 34 really does exist for everybody. So, like, yeah, I'm thinking like Jess Phillips. Don't even bother. You automatically you.
Oh, you have to.
Oh God,
Why
Chin,
did you bring that up?
Chin. Oh
Hey,
God.
I'm a little bit sadistic if you haven't.
A little bit. Sadistic.
See, and Jen, it's moments like this that I am so grateful I cannot visualize anything to save my life.
Jen, I'm sorry.
I can explain it for you.
Okay.
Jess Phillips is Nancy Pelosi without the pleasing overtones.
Actually,
That's fine. I can't get a mental image. I cannot get a picture in my head.
Right, there's an easy way. Imagine
anything ever.
Picture a female orangutan that has managed to get hold of a lady shave.
I mean,
that's very descriptive, but I can't get mental pictures.
There is one thing I will give Nancy a little bit of peace in comparison to Jess, because at least Nancy brushes her teeth. Jess, on the other hand, absolutely doesn't. You can feel the fuzz when she smiles.
Nancy doesn't brush her teeth.
She hires someone else.
She can't brush her teeth. She doesn't need to brush her teeth. She just puts them in her mouth.
She just grabs a new pair from the cabinet.
True.
She doesn't brush her teeth. She just swishes her mouth out with vodka.
That's her.
All the better to gum you with.
What the hell do I do with this bomb?
Take it over to one of the stations.
Enemy star bases and blow it up.
What, them top hat looking things?
Yes.
Right, I'll take
the ones that look like Potter's sorting hat.
Nearest one. Yeah, that
Come
one.
on, deliver your damn payload, old man.
Oh, shut up.
That's what she said.
Oh,
I'll
deliver the
blow
damn
my load if I
payload,
want.
oh,
Damn it.
shut up.
That's what Kamala Harris said.
How do I deliver the damn payload? Oh yeah, launch bomb.
I've been dropping payloads and panties since before you were born.
Ew.
Buff, don't bluff.
TMI, Grandpa Buff. TMI.
I like Grandpa Buff.
Oh, Grandpa Buff is so fun.
Yes.
I can't with any of you.
I can't launch the bomb when I'm shooting things.
That's right.
Well, you gotta make a choice. Either shoot shit or launch the bomb.
If I stop shooting shit to launch the bomb, I end up shooting shit again because they're shooting me.
Yep.
Oh. God damn it! I'm tired of you.
Shot at.
Ouch.
Look, just tell them you're white and they'll stop shooting at you.
It doesn't work like that. It's Space Journey.
Oh, my bad. Well, you're fucked.
Don't stop. The USS Don't Stop Believing.
Okay, now I
So
gotta
basically,
do...
you said that you put it that
I've done it.
you can check out of there, but you can never leave.
The U.S. Hotel California.
No.
Gotta grab water.
Such a lovely
Hotel
place.
California.
Plenty of love at the Hotel Caledonia.
Yeah, Blue Coin. You don't mind? Yeah, hop in.
The Caledonia is a place near me.
Caledonia is a place in Scotland.
And in Michigan.
In Michigan.
Michigan doesn't exist.
Correct myself a little bit.
Canada.
The land outside my window would tend to disagree with you on that.
No, Australia doesn't
that
exist.
because you're living in a stimulation.
Yeah.
Hello.
Living in a simulation.
Yo, Blue.
Yes, I know what I said.
What's up, Blue?
Hello, Blue.
Blue.
Hi,
You
hi.
heard me.
Aye.
Hey,
Mitch, you gotta remember, sometimes you just gotta accept these things with arms wide open.
Oh, God.
Why are you going to open arms wide? I mean, what's the lad
Oh
done to
God,
you?
no, bats, no.
They're going to cut arms.
My bomb disappeared. I am disappointed.
He set us up the bomb.
Get up, drop.
Oh
the
no,
bomb,
it's one of these starships being piloted by a Scouser.
A Scouser.
It's always that
so we from
possibility.
Liverpool.
Ah.
On that note, Batman, just because I admit that I don't know nearly as much of England as I like to think, but I think this came up like a week ago. Is Edmonton one of your cities, or is that one of Scotty's cities? Because I get that part confused.
I don't. Edmonton.
Hmm.
I don't think it's in the United Kingdom.
No, I think Scotty said something about it, so maybe it is Scotland. Let me check that one.
You're proving my point here.
He lives in the land of Tumbleweed.
Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah,
I just one of the things that, and I'm not meaning to complain about Americans, because most of the people that I talk to from America kind of do have an understanding of the world. But a lot of times when I'm talking to certain Americans, and you realize they don't know the difference between an English word and a French word, and they put for some reason everybody thinks we live in Quebec. I'm just letting you know, my French is really bad.
Well,
like really bad.
When they say garage instead of garage.
Yeah.
Or garbage.
It's just my biggest tip for anyone in the U.S. if you're wondering where a province is, if it sounds French, that's Quebec. If it sounds like it's English, Western
That's not Quebec.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard there's great fishing in Quebec.
And Jen lives in the country that was sung about by Bucks Fizz. You know,
well, we're still Alberta is still partially considered the Crown's land. Like, there's a good portion between Alberta, Saskatchewan, and the northern provinces that are considered part of the Queen's land. I know it's not the Queen anymore because it's Charles, but you know, however long that stuff takes to go through. But yeah, like, at best you might get the odd native name, and you might like, is that French? No, it's native. You have them too.
Yes. Feather Indian, not dot.
Yeah.
Hellcat and Haycam.
Or as I like to call him, Heaven Dog.
Wasn't mad about it. It's just I'm just confessing a little bit. If they talk about the Ubisoft in Edmonton, that's my province, not Quebec. We've been arguing with Edmonton for a long time because they're our NDP center. So we kind of make fun of them for being the communists of Alberta.
Ah. So you are to blame for all that diversity.
So, you know, they dirty Albertans, but they're also commies. That's disgusting.
Yes, Tyr. Jen is responsible, personally.
So, Jen, you the one to blame for all that diversity we have to deal with.
You wouldn't have hired me, Tyr. I'm a white woman.
You could identify as black.
Look.
Lethal weapon too.
Yeah.
You could just say I identify as a Kefa.
Yeah, you get Rachel Dolezal. She identifies as a black woman.
No, she can always.
I mean, I'm sure you got a gay relative, so you gotta be like, cool to buy.
Where do my bombs keep disappearing to? What is in the fuck?
I don't know.
I had trouble finding the stupid target station.
I'm just blowing shit up.
I'm right next to the target station. I'm taking out the damn dreadnought. Since it won't let me blow up the station.
You never had a childhood. It was all an illusion. You're a test tube. You're a clone.
How dare you?
Test tube, baby.
You're my clone.
You're a clone of Sylvia Ramone.
I think I'm a clone now. There's always just me, just a hang
I'm going to kill you, Tyr.
What?
There's always two of me,
I know
around.
you're dead, already dead, Tyr, but I'm going to kill you. I will find a way. It will happen. You will die. Exactly.
Someone shoot a gun.
There, Bats, take that thing out. I got more fucking respawning goddamn motherfuckers.
All right, bomb is
allegedly
lynched.
Oh, fucking finally.
There we go.
Got plonk.
You plonker.
Oh, that's right. That's the name of one of the ships on my Klingon character, the Kerplunk.
The Kerplunk. the USS Vandus.
No, the USS Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. Now, Batman, go do what you got to do before we get started into another TFO.
Don't worry, I'm not getting. I'll wait for Batman to say, "Hey, I'm finished."
I'm Batman.
So now he does nothing.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorting out my bloody TFO shit now.
Oh, okay.
Fuck's sake.
Speaking of, yeah, I should probably do this. For Fukin
Like a surgeon, cutting for the very first time. Sorry.
I'm going to thump you so
As I
hard
walk through the
your
valley where
life
I
might
harvest my
die.
grain.
Take a look at my wife and realize she's very good.
Now that's better.
That's just perfect for an artist
like me.
No,
we should. Fancy things like electricity.
Duper duper new. Poopy poopy
4:30 in the morning, I'm milking cows.
Jebediah feeds the chicken and Jacob plows, fools.
And I've been milking and plowing so long that even Ezekiel
Ezekiel
thinks that my mind is gone.
I ain't never fought the tourist if he deserved it. He'd be treated like a
An
fool.
Amish with a tool, you know that's
unheard of.
You know, I think the reason they got so mad at him for that version was because his version was a little bit better. Because it was funny.
No. The reason why they got mad at him because he didn't. No, the reason why he really did get mad at him because he didn't. All right, Weird Al usually asks for permission, and his manager said he had it. And then when Coolio said he didn't, Coolio was like pissed because he wasn't going to give him permission.
Yeah, he would.
He would.
He became one of his best songs.
No, because he said on the music, like, I felt that was a really serious song because based on the subject matter in the movie and the shit Coolio grew up with, he felt, hey, this was one of my serious songs, and I wasn't going to let him do it. And over the years, like Weird Al apologized because he honestly thought he had permission.
Yeah.
And because he fired the manager, the manager that said he did, he fired him because of it.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does seem like the kind of guy to do that, like to be respectful to other artists.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He is.
So, I just noticed something, Blue.
What?
Yeah.
You seen Tyr's character?
Yeah.
He's playing Rachel Reeves.
Oh no.
The fucking Rachel Reeves.
Well, apparently she's a Reeves of Rachel.
Apparently. Supposedly.
Nobody reads.
Possibly. Well.
Nobody reads.
Nobody reads in this damn.
Reeves.
Is you related to Christopher Reeves? You ready Batman?
We all ready to do another? I just switched to the price of liberty.
That's the price we pay.
Because the ship gives me more control.
I really like how the Miranda works in this.
I think it's going to be a ground one.
Oh, here she is. Bad accent lady.
Oh God, no.
I think it's the same actor.
Get a
Starbase One.
Hold up on the loading screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
The patching files.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, it's an on-demand patching thing.
They suck.
Sometimes.
Fucking hell, it is her.
Only if you're lucky.
Here they come.
Oh God, no.
Yes. Somebody wants to tell Star Trek Online this slot is not non-canonical anymore.
Yeah. So someone need to tell Star Trek Online the fucking fix their
They are canonical.
Their turn missions.
No, that final episode of Proto whatever the fuck it was, Lower Decks. I don't know what show it was.
Lower Decks.
But I saw the clip, and it doesn't mean they're not canonical. It just means they're from another universe.
Yeah. To my mind, that means they're not canonical.
No, it doesn't. We've got parallel universes in.
Yeah.
Look, Mitch, just give me this.
I can't.
Oh,
I can't
shit.
let you proceed under a false assumption.
Okay.
Look, I will let you have the elephants if you let me have this.
Look, I don't care if you look like an asshole in front of me, but if you look like an asshole in front of the world, I just won't have it.
It's simple, Bats.
That's very nice.
It's actually pretty easy. In a way,
Very poignant.
It's not canonical in this universe.
It's not the Prime Universe.
Yeah, and as Teal could say,
it's not the Prime Universe. I can agree with that.
And as Teal could say, and ours is the only universe that matters.
So I was listening to Overlord DVD, and he was going through the Section 31 shit, the movie, and
it's apparently terrible.
Damn, I just overpowered an Obelisk Tormentor.
Wow, it was terrible.
6,200 attack to 4,000.
There's something which gets me about the whole Section 31 thing which they've done. I mean, they're using the this woman, right, who is utterly untrustworthy, power hungry, incredibly ambitious, and
duplicitous.
Get her own way. And they're using her as a bloody operative.
Yep.
They wouldn't. They're not that. I mean, they couldn't be that stupid.
Or they are. I'll take it back. They wouldn't use her without a method of control. But
then again, this is written by the people who think that the mirror universe is called the mirror universe because everything's in reverse.
Oh God.
Right.
Yeah. And it's a dark universe. That means there's not as much that light isn't
not
as
as
bright
much physical light.
Obviously.
No, there's as much light. It's just not as bright.
Do you know the origins of how Georgia became empress? Yeah.
She shouldn't. If you're following the rules of the mirror universe, she should never have been empress.
Yeah.
In fact, she should have been killed by fucking Michael, whatever her fucking name is.
Not Spikey's sister, not Mike. Spock sister. Spock,
yeah,
sister.
Mike Spock. Yeah, should have been killed by Mikey Spock when she tried to start a war with the Klingons. Just like in the Prime universe.
Again.
I understand something.
What?
In this game. Hang on, I got a thing in my throat. It's threatening me.
Oh, okay.
All right. I've got many a phaser weapon.
Right.
You know, they've different qualities and whatnot. Some are just absolutely the shit. They're just fucking fantastic. Others suck. And some are just mid-range. What I'm using now, for some reason, it seems more effective. I'm using the Andorian blue phasers. They're just generic, regular phaser weapons with no extra gizmo chance or nothing.
I find that if you're using like weapons from like the same sets they're on, from the same era, they seem to work better together.
Maybe.
Like
but,
I'm using 23rd century shit.
What I don't get is I've got phasers that will give me a 5% chance to penetrate shields and armor. I've got weapons that'll give me a 5% chance to increase damage based on the number of them I have equipped on the ship. And none of them seem to be nearly as effective as these Andorian blue phasers, and I don't understand why. There's nothing special about these except that they're blue.
And Andorian.
And phasers.
They have no other qualities that are outstanding, but they seem to be extremely effective. I don't understand why that is.
Bug in the mechanics, I guess?
Well, maybe that, or there's just one less computation to make. I don't know. Maybe making that extra computation for the 2.5 or 5%, whatever that phasers do, or that some of the other phasers do, it winds up being too much.
That's entirely possible.
Why are you requesting assistance?
Get into position to prepare for the next assault.
No, it's not the same woman as in that Tier 4, Mitch.
Isn't it?
It's
No.
It's just
the same shitty accent.
Well, it's a different accent. It's just as bad.
Yeah.
I don't understand why you have to do an act. It shouldn't. What does that look for? You would think that some characters would sound rather homogenous, if you will. With Earth being the way it is now, well, not now, but.
Well, I think it's also because, despite what they know, they seem to think that all gamers online are American, and Americans don't care about what foreigners sound like.
Ooh, that's a foreign voice.
Is anybody pissed off whenever somebody says it's so scary whenever Trump does anything?
Yes.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Even as a
It's
Canadian,
so scary, terrifying.
It's
even
so
as
scary when Trump jumps out the closet and yells "booga booga" at me in the middle of the night.
Mommy, I heard
Well,
that
it's
Trump's
just-
gonna deport me.
up here, all our media goes on and on and on and on about is the tariffs. And it's very, very noticeable. And I'm proud of her that my premier is the first one to actually just be like, well, let's go talk to Trump and see what it is that we can work on it with him on. So we could just deal with the tariffs in the first place. So we don't have any tariffs in the first place.
You would think that, you know,
give
again,
your country to me.
you would think that they would want to work with him, seeing how we are Canada's biggest trading partner, closest trading partner, and we're your fucking shield.
It's also the fact that Trump is talking so much to my premier is why the rest of Canada should be really, really nervous. Because a lot of my province was actually interested in that Wexit thing. It's not because we're anti being a part of Canada, we're anti being a part of something that's clearly failing. It's failing. And we're angry about it. Like, we don't want to watch our country be destroyed because some loonies are in charge. But that's what it's been like for the last 10 years. And Alberta is the oil and gas province of Canada. You know, our sibling province is Saskatchewan. They screw us over all the time. And we're like, you know what? If we didn't have the rest of you, we could do just fine selling to the U.S. because we already do. You know, if we kept that revenue, we could be like, fuck you to the rest of Canada. The only reason we don't is because we do have familiar ties. You know? Yep. We are loyal to our own country, but to a certain extent, you can only have so many people backstab you before the loyalty's like, fuck that.
Jen,
exactly.
Jen, you're on. I missed the NPC talking there. Thank you.
It's been something in our province that we've been really, a lot of us are really frustrated with it.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go get a drink and I'm going to check the toaster.
Right on.
And he's gonna what?
He's gonna go get a drink and probably take a piss. I don't know that part was true. I just thought.
Yeah, take the toaster.
Yeah, I agree with you there. The thing is like Canada is one of our biggest imports of oil and gas.
That's
probably
Alberta.
Our biggest import.
That's Alberta. We sell you guys oil, and you sell it back to the rest of Canada. Because they refuse to let us build pipelines to the rest of Canada. And we're like, oh, so you don't want to do business with your own fellow provinces. But the U.S. does business with us. How else would you feel if you were in that position? Of course we're looking at the U.S. being like, can you save us? Like, we love our country, but can you save us? Because these guys are killing us financially.
Save the world, Mr. Exactly. Red, White, and Blue Man.
I mean, think of it this way: if you do become part of America, you wouldn't have, it wouldn't be selling. You'd be trade. You wouldn't have to sell it to us. We'd be, you know, buddies, and you could sell it to Canada. Now we can sell it to you guys at American prices.
Yeah. Trust me, we've thought about it. We've thought about it because we used to be really well respected on the world stage, and now you go anywhere and you're Canadian, it's humiliating. It's humiliating.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
Welcome to America.
That's tyranny. That's what happens when you just stand back and let tyrants take over. That's why no one took America seriously when Biden was in charge, and the world just
no one took America seriously.
Right, that's what I said. Anyway, that's also why with Trump back in charge, we're seeing shit like with Colombia, where it's like one phone call, it's like, yeah, okay, land your planes here, because they know Trump is not. They know Trump's not a pussy, for one.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the problems I've had with governments in the West, is that they spend an inordinate amount of time focusing on how to fuck their own people, instead of how to fuck genuine threats to their country.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to knock it off. They're going to learn, and it's not going to be pretty.
I still take this advice from the Brits, and Batman probably knows the story a lot better than I do because I scramble his history all the time. But there was a king, several kings, who would do things like, I'm going to go to France and source people from France and use them as my bullies while I'm in my own country because my people aren't doing what I asked them to do.
Right.
Those would be Norman kings, and those wouldn't actually be French people. They'd be Normans.
Okay, but you know that they did that, and it's probably not one time that they did that. And every time they do that, you know it's because they're tyrannical. They can't get what they want, so they're gonna bring in somebody else, and those somebody else's are gonna fuck you over. Every time.
Yeah, that's why the pro-tyranny in America, the pro-tyranny contingent in America, is so intent on importing Islam.
Same here.
Because they don't. It's not that they love Islam. They want to use Islam to scare the Americans into compliance in one way or another.
Do you know what the hilarious thing is in a dark way? It's Islam. It's going to blow up in their face. The only people who control Islam are the Muslims.
Yes.
Y'all ready for another one?
What phenomenon?
Y'all ready for another
Phenomena.
Phenomenon.
But, you know, the Muslims are just like any other group. It doesn't even have to be religious. This is true of any group, and even any individual. The people who have the most control over their reputation are them.
Yes.
The reason Islam has a bad reputation is because of Muslims. It's not because of anyone else. It's because of Muslims.
Yeah.
The reason the Catholic Church has a reputation for being a pile of child rapists is because of the Catholic Church.
Yep.
And them defending
a pile of child rapists and covering it up.
Yeah.
That's not. No one else did that to them. They did it to themselves, and they continue. And it's true of every group: political, religious, social, whatever.
It's like they keep saying, not every Muslim's a terrorist, but it seems like every terrorist is a Muslim.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Plus,
well, I mean, some of them are trans.
They don't speak. No, they're not.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, the ones who don't live past their 18th birthday.
No. We're talking about some of the terrorists here that did some fucked up shit. They've been trained. Enough of them have been.
We're talking about those that are doing like mass shootings in schools and stuff like that.
Well, you know, supposedly the Pulse nightclub one was because the person was gay and Muslim.
That was true.
That's a Muslim.
It
sounds suspiciously like guzzle him.
I got one.
So when you looked at the guy's writings and everything, he finds homosexuality abhorrent. Like, oh, it's because he's a closeted homosexual.
Did y'all remember it was the mass shooter? They took him down and he identified as he attacked like some trans community, some dumb shit, and they tried to say,
I identify as a disabled trans woman.
Well, no, they tried to say he wasn't trans because a trans man wouldn't, a trans person wouldn't do this to their own community. Apparently, if y'all listen and believe, he fucking apparently would.
The number one source of violence against the trans community is the trans community. The number one source of violence against the homosexual community is the homosexual community.
All right, so some of the violence trans people have, or they source, is their own fucking make, rather than their own making. You're trying to 52 people into thinking you're the opposite sex, and when they find out, they go ballistic, and that they have every right.
Well, I mean, from a realistic perspective, use the rational perspective, that is
rape by deception.
Rape by deception, and physical violence is legally justified in every single state in the Union to stop an imminent threat of rape.
There's also trans people wouldn't do this. The operative word there is people, and yes, they would.
Yeah.
You're trying to deperson me. No, because if I did that, you'd be an animal, and I couldn't hate you as much.
That's another thing I fucking hate. it is the constant notion of if you don't use you don't use my pronouns, or you don't use the dead name, my new name, you're denying my existence. No, bitch,
Look,
I'm just trying to tell you the
shut
fucking
up.
truth.
Say, you're ignoring the very structure of the English language if you think that you get individual pronouns all your own.
Yeah.
The pronoun is the most generic, most impersonal designator in the English language. It's the universal generic.
Hold on, go ahead, Jen.
I would also say part of it has to do with their the trans activist leadership, because I do differentiate between the activists and people who are just trans, because there's clearly a difference.
Yeah, they're huge difference.
But the activists have hyped themselves up to believe that just because of the words, they're now allowed to attack you. And you're gonna get cases like New York had a black mailman get stabbed in the back, like I think it was in his guts, because a trans woman cut him in line in a sandwich stall.
Yeah, he was murdered. Like, cause he.
Because words, like, you know, I don't doubt they got mad at each other. I don't doubt in an argument you're saying words and stuff. But just because somebody misgenders you, no, you don't have the right to punch them.
Remember?
No, they don't.
Remember Macho Man Train Savage? It's ma'am. Sir, we can clearly look at you and tell you you're a dude. Fucking stop going ballistic. You could put a dress on a pig. You can give it makeup. You can give it a bouquet. It's not a fucking bride. It's a pig in a dress.
The thing is, if he turned around and said, "Oh, excuse me, but it's ma'am," yeah, I would appreciate that. He might have got what he wanted.
Yes, instead of going ballistic. But then you got people like fucking I forget the goddamn Lily something or other who was at Disney talking about getting his dick removed.
Yeah.
Who goes
Lily
to
Tino.
She went to a restaurant, right? This is the scenario. She goes to a restaurant. She's filming, right? The manager in charge says, "Hey, I'm sorry. We're about to have this party. I don't know when they're going to come in. I can't tell you, but I know that they're booked for this. I'm sorry you had to sit here," because he was sitting at a table with better lighting, which was like a 4 or 5 seater, and it was just fucking hell. She said, like, could you move to one of the single seaters or up at the bar or something or other? Well, it's kind of dark over there. It's probably gonna get really loud, so I'm just gonna leave. He spun that shit like they kicked him out. They didn't kick you out. You chose to leave. They said, "Hey, could you go over there to one of the booths, the single seaters? Because we have somebody coming. We have a party coming in." And yeah, I couldn't tell you when they're gonna come in. They're gonna come in though.
The problem with Lily is he's done it so much that he's failed to understand restaurant culture. Yeah, we will talk to each other. This guy's a piece of shit. Don't let him in your restaurant. He's just there to cause problems. Yeah, they do that.
Yeah, that's another thing. Oh well, it's like a 19 heart where you call me sir. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I don't give two shits. You look like a fucking dude, and I'm going to call you a dude.
It's up here,
Well, it's like bouncers at anywhere that you have a bouncer. If there's more than one place on that street that has bouncers, they're talking to each other. It's how you get information from each other. It's the same as security. Yep. You do talk to other buildings because, yeah, some people are problems. And Lily, you're a problem. And no one gives a shit about you being gay. No one gives a shit about whether or not you cut off your balls. They give a shit about you being a piece of shit.
And there is something, this is the pattern recognition of the human brain. You can tell when a woman is dressed. You can tell a trans man, you can tell a trans woman. Because the way they carry themselves. It is something like the very basics of how they move. Like a woman will swing her hips more. Even if she's trying to act like a dude, you can't block some of that shit because it's so ingrained in you. You know, same thing with a fucking dude.
It's also a physical, skeletal, structural difference.
Yeah.
It's also that women are fundamentally less capable of actually controlling their emotions than a man. Even Buck Angel.
There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that.
But even Buck Angel, who I respect a lot as somebody who's gone through what he's gone through, she's emotional because she's still a woman, you know? And I appreciate that she's done her best to be clear about her situation with people. And I know I'm misgendering her because I can't help it. Autism doesn't lie. But that's all I've ever asked. If you're kind of me, I'll go out of my way to try to gender you properly. Even if I do have my own learning disabilities, which means I'll stutter on it, I'll still try. But if you're just a dick or a pervert, I'm going to treat you like you're a dick or a pervert.
Well, your treatment of me then.
Yeah, but you're a funny dick and a pervert. I laugh at that.
Everyone laughs at Batman's dick. Wait, what?
What?
You look where you shouldn't be looking, Mitch.
I know I shouldn't be, but stop.
He's just trying to make sure you get home safe. You gotta make sure you're some big fat.
Hey, God, you know, every so often, Roddy, you know, he said, you know, Tyr sent me a dick pic. Why? So you got home safe. Come on.
No, you got home safe.
Yeah, can I just see you a text? No. Got sent me a dick pic.
No, someone hits your Uber on the way home, gets into your phone, starts sending all your contacts, made it home safe, Fat fucking dick pics
all my contacts.
Ooh.
You gotta send it twice for effect.
Hey, if there's a list of contacts on my phone, it's not my phone.
Boom. Dick pic. Now you got one. God damn.
Here's the thing that I think there are actually 3 classes. We'll use gay people as an example.
Okay.
There's gay people, there's gay activists, and there's new converts. And I don't mean converts to being gay.
Oh, that's what I was
being activists.
Yeah.
When Jen was on about women aren't as good at controlling their emotions as men, there's a reason for that. And it's not actually a psychological one, it's a cultural one.
Well, there's
women
a physiological
don't
component too.
Women don't have to control their emotions.
Right, they're not smacked around enough.
Not nearly as much as our grandparents used to.
Oh, not even that.
Like it's amazing how little. It is a thing I would say society like that we haven't been holding women to the same standards as we have our boys, and it's noticeable. It is. It's noticeable. Like all these women are going on about self-respect and being strong and all that, and they're the weakest people I've ever met. And I understand. I look back at my own childhood and I go, yeah, I wish I could have had more confidence or a little bit more bravery or all the things I admire in other people. But it's like, you got to work on that on your own. That's nobody else's fault.
That's the difference, Jen. That's the difference. See, all right, you want to be my equal, and you wouldn't want to be my equal. Because the shit I'm willing to take from you as a female is not the same shit I'm willing to take from, say, Rodney. Rodney walks up and smacks me. I'm punching him as fucking hard as I can. No offense, Rodney, just using that as an example. You know, you smack me, I'm gonna try to restrain you. It is not the same.
Let's be honest here. You're not gonna restrain her. You're gonna be like, so are we
fucking
fighting
now?
or are we flirting? Because I don't know.
I'm confused. Like
I literally slapped you and spit on you. You haven't clarified anything.
I'm turned on by both. Come on,
pretty much.
The thing is, if the guy gets hit by another guy, he's going to hit back twice as hard.
It's going to be a fucking fight.
If women would got the treatment they say they want to be treated like men, they would get, well, there would be lawsuits galore.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's also another thing with the feminist and the woke. Women who fight back, that's a learned behavior too. Like I do admire some women who are fighters. Like there's the odd MMA woman where I'm like, yeah, I wish I could be tough like that. But that's learned behavior. Like, if you were to get me into a fight, a lot of the reasons I'm going to fail is because I actually do hesitate to hit somebody. You know, in an emergency, maybe I might do it because I'm scared.
Fight or flight. That'll activate.
Well, no, it's. I think what Jen's talking about is having an attack of compassion.
It's just like that. Like I can understand being angry. Like I can remember the last time I had a fight with my brother, and he got me so mad that I told him to his face that I wished I was a brother so I could punch him in the face properly. But I didn't, because as a woman, there's like I didn't see the point to it. I wouldn't have done anything, and he would have nailed me back. You know, those instincts in a woman, yeah, those are normal. Like a man is still a gorilla to a woman, instinctively.
Yep.
The reason I wanted to punch him is he was saying he was using my mom in a way that pissed me off, and I was mad at him for it because I do think he knows better. But that was years ago. Like, and I apologized to him afterwards and explained why I was so angry.
Now, what I was saying earlier about the three different types that there, and I was using gays as an example. There's
really quickly. Ready back? Y'all ready?
Not yet.
All right, I'll wait. Tell me when you're ready.
There's the gay person, the gay activist, and the gay activism convert. Now, the gay person understands something. The gay activist tries to take advantage of people who do not understand that something, and the recent gay convert hasn't learned yet about what the gay person understands. And that understanding is essentially that the best you can reasonably hope for when you're throwing your sexual identity or whatever your fetish or hobby or anything is, whenever you're throwing that stuff to someone, the best you can reasonably hope for is for them to say, I don't care. That's reasonably the best you can hope for.
It is.
Right.
Apparently, most of these people who are identifying as trans aren't trans at all. They've
trans.
No.
We call those troons.
No, it's autogynophilia.
Autogynophilia.
Yeah, autogynophilia.
Autogynophilia.
Yep.
Sorry.
You will be.
But there's male and female version of it.
God
so
damn,
it's HGI or
whoa!
AGP.
What the fuck was that? That ship exploded.
What ship exploded?
Somebody, I guess we warped in and somebody's ship exploded. That's weird.
Yeah, I reckon that's what Ellen Page has.
Was it the USS Carolina? I mean, they're probably drinking and driving.
Have you seen that message Ellen Page gave to her younger self?
No.
Quite clearly a deeply unhappy woman pretending to be.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Again, it is, first off, you're forcing your body. It must be draining on your body to be forced into that shape.
It's not just the body, Tyr. It's the mind, because it's a more severe version of messing around with plastic surgery. You're messing around with your very identity. You're basically unraveling yourself.
It's a little bit more than that. It's something that I did talk to Buck Angel quite a lot. A lot of the surgeries that they do are things that people have had to do before, like the breast removal. That's been a breast cancer thing for the longest time. The same with removing your ovaries and things like that. And the amount of times I've told them, if you look into the cancer patients who've had to go through that, because cancer is like you get rid of that because it's the only way you're going to live a little longer. That's why you remove those things. They have lists of problems that come from that. Lists. They've always had them. Like my mom, the reason I'm adopted is because my mom can't have kids. She got all that stuff done in her 20s. She was taking medications to replace the hormone balances. It does fuck with you. Yep. You know, she got lucky, but a lot of women end up with osteoporosis. They get bone thinness.
There are a lot of people, men and women, who've had their primary reproduction organs removed because of cancer. who've ended up, shaking hands with the Reaper personally.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not something you go into lightly. Like, even the doctors will put off, like, if they can keep your breasts, they're going to keep your breasts. It's the last-ditch effort when they do that.
Yep.
A lot of them don't care because it's my identity. It's what I wanted.
And,
That's what you were taught how to want.
But
see, and then the other thing there is if you know, the whole thing with the hormone, the cross-gender hormones and everything, those will wreck you physiologically.
Yeah.
Those will cause,
yes,
just like the puberty blockers, those will cause the osteoporosis and stuff.
Your body didn't produce them from an early age, therefore it's not natural.
Shit. So do you guys remember Jazz Jennings, the I'm Jazz kid? And he went on puberty blockers at a fairly young age, and when they were going to do his getting his Wang Dang Doodle transform into a Barbie pouch, they said there was very little to work with because his body didn't grow into it. He couldn't grow up. So
It's also the thing that they don't tell you with Jazz Jennings is by the time she was a certain age, she was no longer able to experience an orgasm. So at no point in her life is she ever going to know what that is. And I know that seems perverted when you're talking about a kid.
She's no longer a kid now.
It's not.
It's honest. It's actually honesty.
Yeah.
It's taking away part of somebody's life.
It is, absolutely. It also changes your choices in life. Like, if you'd experienced one, do you think she would have gone with that route?
Nope.
Probably not, no.
That's what everybody used to say about, what the hell do you call it? Milo,
Stewart.
Yeah. Yeah, and unfortunately, she had sex after she'd started to transition, and it was too late, and she wanted, you can tell the girl wants to go back, but it's too late. The damage is done.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. People they start them off as kids. Oh yeah, you can magically become a girl, and then
oh no, the biggest lie that they're told is that it's reversible.
Yes, it's reversible. No, once you cut it off, it doesn't fucking grow back.
Oh, the puberty is the best one. It's just like pressing stop on a fucking on a sound recording. No, it's not.
Yeah, there are two massive and insidious lies they are told. The first is you are or can be born in the wrong body. The second is that essentially you can back out of this. You can reverse it. You can change back.
Actually, no, that is true. Sadiq Khan was born in a human body, and he's obviously a monkey.
Alright, okay. I'm gonna give you that one. I'll give you that one. That's good.
And these are insidious lies because the kids are being taught this younger and younger as the truth now, and then you have the whole Munchausen by proxy thing with the moms, like, it's so much more special to have a trans kid. Oh, my kid's gonna be trans.
Shit. Fucking.
And
God,
makes me sick. That makes
Charlie
me
Theron.
sick.
Charlie Theron has three adopted boys. What are the odds that all three of them are trans?
David,
Okay.
I've got
Zero.
a trans child.
All of Machine Gun Kelly's, all of their Machine Gun Kelly and what's her name?
These aren't. Look, these people are not looking at their children as their children. They're looking at them
they're looking at
as
as pawns.
Yeah,
fashion statements is exactly it.
Oh God, can you remember that pageant mother? She had sons. She had her sons into these pageants, and
gross.
She actually turned around and says, if she thought she could get away with it, she would have them whipped off to the doctors and turned into girls.
Gross. I'm sorry, pageant kids are.
There is something.
They're overly sexualized.
Seriously wrong with women today.
It's the need for attention. Like, oh, I'm special because my son is a transgender, non-binary, two spirits, something or other.
Oh, it's just one of our pageant kids now. I mean, these child beauty pageants, they've never been about the kids.
No.
Never.
Always about the mother.
It's always about how perverted you can make it.
I want to clarify something though. I'm hashtag not all women, okay?
Yes.
But
they live vicariously through their children.
I think I know what the problem is.
They live vicariously through their children.
We have spent generations allowing women to tell us what they deserve, and no one's really holding them up and saying, "Okay, but what do you earn?"
No, you know what's going through my head?
What?
That fucking the captain of the
Megan Rapinoe?
Yeah. I deserve this. I deserve this.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No.
And we were talking about, Mitch, we were talking about this earlier, meritocracy. They hate when someone earns something.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that I want it too.
Well, see,
well,
when it comes to Rapinoe, number one, you don't deserve that. Your team earned it.
Yeah.
Together. Y'all ready?
That's your first fucking problem, lady. Is you're measuring things in terms of you instead of your team.
I felt really bad for her team because I kind of thought that they were carrying her more than she was doing anything.
I didn't.
Oh yeah, they were.
And do you know why I didn't?
Why?
Because they didn't say anything?
No. They were all bad sportsmen people.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, just about every other team in that competition, they shook hands with the opposing team at the end of the match. The American female side didn't. They derided and insulted the other team that they'd beaten.
Of course, because they deserve to act that way. Just ask them; they'll tell you what they deserve.
Yeah, but these are the women.
Not a one of them will tell you what they earn. And I think that's the core of the problem. Is we've allowed this certain class of women to dictate to us humans what they deserve, and we need to smack them down and say, no, here's what you've earned. My disrespect.
Yeah, I didn't earn it.
Hey, here's another one. They actually managed to get paid as much as the men, right? As much as the men get paid per match, but they also get paid when they're not playing. The men only get paid when they're playing.
Yes.
Shit.
They're getting paid more than the men for producing
very little
money.
Yep. Yeah, but they're being subsidized by, like, the WNBA. The WNBA makes very little. It's being subsidized by the NBA.
Yes.
If the NBA stopped subsidizing them, they wouldn't make shit because nobody wants to see them play.
Right.
If they stopped subsidizing, the WNBA would go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it comes to sports, women want to see strong, powerful men.
And men want to see competition.
Yeah, men want to see an exciting competition.
Yep.
It's also the women really have this opposition towards actually entertaining. It's one of those things where I've noticed where a woman could do a sport where they could get the attention. It really is about how you go about it. Because yes, there are some sports where it's clearly that the women wouldn't do well against a male team. But if you do it in such a way where at least it's entertaining, men are a lot more forgiving than these women think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
not with other men.
It drives me nuts because I'm like, it's not like women haven't worked with men before to make stuff entertaining. How about trying that? And stop actually going after the talented ones. The pettiness is a part of the reason why people pull away. I'm just saying, because there's the one white girl in the whole women's league that's actually talented, and they all go after her.
Caitlin something like
that.
Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she quit the league.
I don't blame her. Like, after a while, you just get tired of other people's bullshit.
Yeah. They specifically went after her because she was earning it.
The other side of that coin is she's poisoned. She's been poisoned by the message. She bounces around saying that the black women built the league. No, bullshit. The men built the league.
Black women didn't build shit. The men built it, and then, like you said, we let the women play. And no offense to the women, it's just that nobody watches your shit. And the one time you had somebody bring you on,
no one's gonna watch it even more.
It's like that whole slaves built this country shit. We get that in the UK as well now.
No, slaves didn't build. No, slaves didn't build UK. Time built the UK. And yes, slaves had a good part in the modernization of America, but they didn't build the motherfucker from ground up.
I wouldn't even think they had a good part. You consider it's about what back then when during the days of slavery, it was a low percentage of the population it is now, right?
Yes.
They couldn't have even done a small amount of building the country.
Not in the position they were in, no. Not logically.
Well, not because they were a tiny part of the population.
That's kind of part of what I mean. Like the position you're in and then the amount of people you have.
It's not even that. Like, my country has warts. And I'm willing to admit it. There's some shady shit in our country's past that at some point we need to be hold accountable for. But it's not all fucking bad. Yes, every country has fucking wars. I'm pretty sure England has some dark shit, and it's like trillion-year history. Like, y'all been around for 1 trillion years. Of course you got some dark shit y'all got on your name. Fucking everyone else has some dark shit in their history. But we shouldn't be defined by it. You shouldn't go around, oh, well, y'all should feel bad because at one point, black people were slaves. Okay, and slaves have been around for trillions of generations. There's always somebody not wanting to do a job. So I'm going to conquer this motherfucker and have him do it for me. I bring up the...
out there? Jesus.
Huh?
Where the hell are all you people? Jesus Christ, man.
I'm trying to get through here, but it's a fucking gauntlet.
I keep getting killed.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Yeah, we missed the optional, for fuck's sake. You need the optional not to miss. Oh, well.
Well, I would trying to keep pushed forward, but again, they just swarm us. All right, switching to my other weapon. See if I can get some. There we go. And this.
Now since you guys are all dying, I'm dying.
Yeah, no, Mitch is lying down on the job.
I got killed.
Okay, we're gonna launch that first. Then we're gonna launch this.
Fucking dropping. Moving to the side, see if the hammer of God hits him.
I didn't even get a chance to move before I got killed.
Alright, moving up.
Is that moving out?
Nah, if we can get out this goddamn corridor, maybe I can drop the hammer of God again.
Fuck it, I'm staying back here. Don't go out into the corridor. Just
hugely outnumbered here.
Keep the doorway clear. Stay back here and keep the doorway clear. What the fuck is...
Where the fuck is Haster?
Yeah.
Alright, moving up. Haster's right there.
One of the instructions and just run out there and get killed. That'll be great.
No.
Leroy Jenkins it. Get yourself some chicken and then just run in.
Leroy
Jenkins. Good times. Back when games were good. Yeah.
At least I got chicken.
I mean, games are still okay. It's just a lot of them are retarded. You're like,
all right, I think we can move up.
Man, I wish I could get funding to make crap.
Return to the promenade.
Return to the promenade. Hold on. This is an ore processing facility. Why is there a promenade? There wouldn't be a promenade. It wouldn't be, well, or rather, it wouldn't be called a promenade.
It would be, yeah, it would be called the
using terminology that we'll understand.
No, but they did that on the TV on the TV show as well.
Right, they were using terminology that we'd understand.
No, it's because I couldn't think of a better name for it.
Sure they could.
I died. So how about them Knicks?
Oh, fuck the Knicks. Be out of line of sight so I can press a button. Come on.
All right.
Cover your corners and watch the upper deck for snipers.
All right.
Am I supposed to go back somewhere?
No, we're supposed to be pushing through, and there's a spot. Back up, Batman.
Take the left.
I did. I saw the red circle.
Oh, I'm just making sure, man. I know your eyes aren't as good as they used to be.
And still better than yours. Wait, actually, I still have eyes. I should see it.
I have eye holes.
No, you don't. Your eyes decomposed years ago.
I said eye holes.
Oh, is that the bloody Klingon from the original series stuff?
No, that's Kurland.
Is it? Oh, great! I get to kill Kurland.
Where was Kurland? Dropping the hammer of God.
Oh, come on.
I need help.
You gotta be kidding me.
Wondering if we were punched into a higher difficulty level.
It's possible.
No, I don't think we were because we missed the optional.
All right. Once you leave the turbo lift, why are you still on the promenade? Damn, you're in a tight spot. That guy's tough.
No.
No shit, Sherlock.
Kurland there? You're alive. Good. Head to ore processing. I have a plan, but we need to move fast.
Heading to ore processing.
Ore processing.
I'm heading to ore processing. Oh no, they got Will.
They got you, Tyr. Don't let them rape your butthole.
Oh God, don't protect my butthole.
Who are you?
I mean, they are aliens. You gotta watch out for your butthole.
That's true.
Wrong kind of aliens.
Don't let the alien get in.
Oh no, so it's not on the turbo lift. It's around about the other side. Okay.
Great.
I'm charging up the flux arc disassembler. Give me 20 seconds.
I've gone the wrong way, haven't I?
I don't know.
Oh God, I hate Lita.
Which one?
Mirror Lita.
Yes. Yes. But let's face it, she's a lot better than the Mirror Tilly.
God,
Tilly, like that.
Mirror Tilly is an insult.
Hey, that's another thing. Lita shouldn't even be in Starfleet, let alone be an admiral.
Well, it's
Tilly definitely shouldn't be an admiral.
Whoa, what was Ow?
What was Ow?
Dying here.
She has a power race.
I can't see her now. Where is her now?
Dropping the hammer of God on her. Take this, you bitch.
Alright, guys, I'm about to head off of here. I'm about to pass out.
Okay.
Okay.
Rock on.
Don't fall asleep in space. That's a bad idea. Have a good night,
Don't let the chaos get in your butt.
In space, no one can hear you go, "Some enchanted evening."
Space, nobody can see you sleep.
Yes, it can actually. Just can't hear you snore.
That's true.
In space, no one can taste your salsa.
In space.
Apparently she's going to charge us for doing that.
What? Tasting salsa?
I don't know, but we did something and she's not happy about it.
And it burns. Leader's fire. Leader's fire.
And it burns. Liters STDs.
Liters STDs.
When did you go and Batman? When did you go and tell Lolita that she was fat? That's why she's mad at you. You called her fat.
I didn't call her fat.
He said that she was looking mighty girthy today, and she mistook it.
You were like, I've seen whales smaller than you. Tess is jelly at this point. You're so fat.
Look, he was implying that she put on a few pounds, and maybe she needs to lay off the donuts. Okay.
Maybe you should tell her to stop being so much of a lesbian that she actually ate Amberlyn Reed.
Ugh.
Sorry, Batman.
Yeah, I wish I could throw up in your mouth a little there now, Jen.
Jen, I don't think we can be friends anymore after that one.
Not in my mouth. I wish I could throw up in your mouth a little.
Jen, I don't think we can be. I don't think we can be friends. That was a deep cut. I don't think we can be friends anymore.
And I'm an example of a girl who's hung out too much in the men's club because I think I'm funny.
You know.
I know. But I had joy out of it.
Thank God that bitch is dead. Oh, she's back again.
She's here to piss you off.
This is annoying, actually.
Yes, it is.
Mainly because she won't shut up.
No, it's because it's really bad game design.
Yes, it is.
Games are supposed, to make a game difficult, make it a challenge.
First job is to be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you make the game fun. But it says you make a difficult game a challenge. Not just, it's going to be just as boring as the rest of the game, only we're going to give the bad guy 1,000 hit points.
You made it a fucking boss fight, a slogfest. If we were just fighting her and she had 1,000 hit points, it wouldn't be as bad. But we gotta fight everybody else, plus her with 1,000 hit points.
And she's gone.
And I honestly think they should have killed her at the end of the season of.
I think they just killed her.
Yeah.
As soon as she showed up.
Yeah.
Preferably.
I mean, a mirror version of Alita would be a conniving.
Ass bag.
She would be a conniving double girl who's the wife of Rom.
Who's the domineering wife of Rom? Who Quark is the pushover while Rom's the sleazy businessman.
Yeah. She showed up, Spacer.
It's about one.
Oh no, it's worse than that. She shows up, you send a fluidic space wearing a t-shirt saying "I heart the Borg."
That might be doable.
Assimilate me harder, Daddy.
Maybe that is how she makes her money. She just sells herself to the Borg.
One shall return.
Oh, look, 1:15 in the morning.
Yeah, it's about time we shut it down too. I know.
Just about. I'm gonna jump out of the game.
So am I.
When 7 of 9 is your turn in line.
All right.
Not even sure I know what that means.
I want to thank you.
Probably better that way.
I want to thank everybody for coming out. Thank everybody for watching. We do shit various times of the week. You just go to either one of our channels and you find us. Jen is on Wednesday night with Hammer and Tybot. Thursday is Johnny Hellcat, and you usually hang out either Sanguine or Camel. Friday nights is Sanguine's show, unless it's the first Friday of a month, which is either me or Adam, and I believe the first Friday of February is Adam. Excuse me. So the first Friday of March is me. Saturday night is the Harry channel. And then Sunday night, the Lovable Kefki with BLooZeR and sometimes Jen. So be sure to watch that. Anything else, guys?
The only thing I was gonna say is if you guys are around during the day, sometimes Blue does Portal stream with Kefki, and it's always amusing because Kefki's adorable and she kills Blue a lot. No offense, Blue.
Wow.
It's funny. I feel for him, but it's funny.
She just drops them into portals.
No, she likes to push the red buttons.
Ah.
Big threatening red buttons.
Yep.
Ooh, shiny. No.
What does this red button do?
No, not
that. My friend who's trying to help me get across the pass.
Ways to die.
So many dumb ways to die.
I love it though. Like I love watching them both when they play together. But yeah, I just
push
thought...
the red button while the partner's in the sky.
Drop the nuke on my best friend. Don't pray to die. Alright, so if you guys want to watch that, say goodbye to the nice people.
Goodbye to the nice people.
People.
Later, folks.
Go away.
Bye, all.
Alright, going to do that, and then this.
Closing time. Time for you to go out to the places you will be from. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.